Hi guys, this is Outdoors Channel 44. I'm going to be doing a video on this pretty rifle here. This is a Model 94 Winchester 3030. Okay, so this gun was inherited to me from my grandfather, and I like it a lot. I'm going to be showing you guys some different things on the rifle, why I like it, and then I'm just going to be talking about history of the gun. So this gun is a very old gun. It's a gun that won the West, a 3030. The cartridge is a very old cartridge, and you can get 3030 in a lot of different configuration gun. You can get them in like the handy rifle. You can get a 3030, but there's a lot of different configurations you can get in 3030. But I like the lever gun in 3030. But guys, you got to have a lever gun in your collection, and the 3030 has probably killed more deer than any other caliber. I'm not hunted with this gun, but um, I like it. But it's a good hunting gun for your first year. But this is a pretty rifle. This was inherited from me from my papa or my grandfather. But has a sling mount there. The action's very good. I'll show you that it's not loaded. There's nothing in the chamber, and it has a loading gate. I like a lever gun with a loading gate for sure. But if you're not careful, you will pinch yourself with that. I have pinched my finger with this, and it does hurt. So you just have to be careful with that. But this is a very nice gun, and it's a very old gun. Like I said, this is a gun that won the West, and there's a few safety features on this gun. So, say the hammer's cocked. You see that little piece of metal there? If that's not compressed, the gun will not shoot. And so I can pull on the trigger all day long. And what that does is there's a little thing right there behind the trigger. See how that goes up as it's pulled? That keeps the trigger from being pulled. So that's, if you had any questions, that's what keeps the hammer from firing. I mean, there's nothing in the gun now, the hammer from going down onto the firing pin. But there's that safety. So I mean, hammer could be pulled all day and nothing's going to happen. But when the lever is pulled down, I could pull the trigger. So that could happen. So there's that safety. There's your finger, and then there's this safety. So if it's in this position, the hammer cannot touch the firing pin, and the firing pin can't hit the primer on the shell and let the gun shoot. So that information was completely free. I'm not going to charge you any extra for that information. So um, there's that safety, and to take that off, it's pretty hard. You have to let off pressure on the hammer, then you could pull the trigger and then let the hammer forward. That probably wouldn't happen on the way to the ground if you dropped the gun. Okay, so even if that did happen, like if you could carry a round in the chamber in that position and it would be fine. And then if you see a deer and you're ready to shoot, you pull the hammer back and shoot the deer. Remember, keep your finger off the trigger until you see the deer, and make sure you hit the deer in a good vital spot so you don't wound the animal instead of killing the animal. But this is a very good gun. But I like it. I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the positions that are going around, like to repeal the FAA and the Hearing Protection Act. But guys, go sign those petitions. It'll make it a lot easier on you and me and everybody else to be able to get guns. And like if you got rid of the FAA, you could get short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns. A lot easier. You wouldn't have to go through all the paperwork and register it and all that stuff. So, and you wouldn't have to, like if you got the cheek mount stocks or whatever they're called, you could shoot those on your shoulder without having to go register it and everything. And there wouldn't be no trouble for that. And then you could put a stock on your Glock without having to go do all this paperwork and pay a tax stamp and all that stuff. If you did that, it would be a lot easier for a lot of people. And um, go sign that petition. And then there's the Hearing Protection Act that is going around. That bill would make it easier for you to get a silencer. You'd be able to go into any gun shop and get one, and then do your background check and walk out of the store that day with your silencer, and then you could shoot it that day with on your gun suppressed. So you wouldn't have to go do all this paperwork, pay all this money, and then wait for it for 6 months, and then you finally get your silencer and you'd be able to use it. So if the Hearing Protection Act is passed, you could buy it just like a rifle in any gun shop. So go sign that petition and keep up the fight on gun control with the NRA. And guys, I hope you learned something with this video. And this is a very nice old gun. Keep up the fight with the NRA. And guys, hope you liked this video. Please subscribe if you did. And guys, get outside, do something fun, and live a dream every day.